So in the last episode, we got a lot of what am I saying? We got a lot of character development with Subaru, and it seems as though she's opened up a lot towards Rintaro, and with Wagari's help, has started to take steps to loving herself. They may be small steps, but they're steps nonetheless. Without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go. Avoid failing. You gotta talk things out. Not totally, partly.
スバルとは無事に会えたかな？
ありがとう。
でも本当はちょっと嬉しい。スバルが私とリンタロウくんのことを知ってくれて。
Yeah, Wagari doesn't seem like the type to hide many things. Are you thinking the same way? Like, she's glad that her friend knows about them, so he's like, oh, my friend's gonna know about her.
絶対におかしい。
何が？
リンタロウだよ。今日のあいつおかしい。
Just today?
だから何が？
つむぎ、そっち行った。つむぎどうした？
Okay, that last one was not his fault.
リンタロウは勉強できねえけど運動はできるのに。そんなあいつがドジしまくるのはおかしい。
Oh, and we can't have that before the sports festival.
しかもさっきの授業中も変だったんだよ。なんかずーっとそわそわしてて。絶対あるだろ。そこで俺思いついちゃったんだけど。
Follow him. Yup. When in doubt, always follow.
ナイスアイディアだろ。楽しそうだし。
いや、完全に不審者だよ。
Oh. You know, at any point, they could just leave, but no, they decided to go with them.
っていうか、リンタロウさ、これ、どこまで行くの？
Oh, they're in the park. Are they gonna meet? Is he gonna meet Subaru or Wagari? Okay. Both.
It's
free food. Take it.
私は嬉しい。
え？
つむぎくんに会わないでってお願いしたとき言われたの。
She's freezing now.
ごめん、できないって。なんでもない。
Subaru's like, I've never seen her like this.
カオルコ、わかりやすすぎない？
It's a good thing that Rintaro is oblivious.
さっきから女とイチャイチャと。なんだよあの羨ましい状況。
I love how this guy does not have any hatred towards those girls. Just pure jealousy.
ああ、だってリンタロウだけずるいだろ。声大きい。バレるから。
あ、これ、宇佐美の好きなやつ。
どれ？おお。
I did not expect him to be flustered.
つむぎくん。私たちに話があるんでしょ？このままじゃ時間が過ぎるだけだわ。
So? Isn't that the point?
図書館で会った千鳥のやつら覚えてる。そいつらにちゃんと話したいんだ。和栗さんと星名さんのこと。俺、あいつらにこれ以上隠し事をしたくなくて。
Adorable.
自分の話を誰かに聞いて
I
も
love
らえ
it.
た
I don't know why, but I love it when people overhear
だから、意
compliments
識に
of
人と関わ
themselves.
ることを諦めてたんだと思う。でも、千鳥に入ってからずっとあいつらは俺のそばにいてくれた。最初は変わった奴らだなって思ってたんだ。
Which they are. I mean, you can't just push that away.
初めて居場所ができた気がした。お互いを大切にして信頼し合ってて。俺もあいつらとそうなりたい。ごめん。
I mean, how do you even say no to that?
背負うことになるのも分かってる。でもお願いします。
もちろん。喜んで。
Yeah, you should not be surprised.
私もきっとスバルも何も心配してない。なんなら私たちも
Those guys must be tearing up in the other booth.
ありがとう。
That's fantastic.
つむぎくん、今度彼らに会わせてくれないかしら。図書館でのことを謝りたい
Let's
の。
say, yeah. You need like a mediator at first.
伝えておく。
ああ、やっと見つけた。凛太郎くん、ちょっといい？
Are the friends still following them? I hope so.
凛太郎くん、あそこ。
あいつらって。
What little snitches?
別に迷惑とかじゃないんで失礼します。
いやいや、凛太郎くん。
Oh
逃げようと
gosh.
しないでよ。俺ら何もしてないのに、ボコられて追いかけ回されたって聞いたんだけど。
そんなことしません。
Richo just beat up all
そ
of
んな
them.
ことをする人じゃありません。
てかさ、その制服卑怯女子でしょ。つか二人とも
Nah, the friends have to come in.
用があるのは俺だけですよね。
そんなんつまんねえじゃん。なんなら
Why
凛
not?
太郎くんと話済ませてから女の子たちとたくさんおしゃべりしたいな。
お、
What the
この
heck?
銀髪ジグ触んや、リンタラ。
Oh my goodness. I've never been so happy for a stalker.
卑怯の子たちを安全なとこまで連れてってあげなよ。任せとけって。
Cute.
行こう。
つか、あんたらと
邪魔
話。
どいて。
は
What? You're just not gonna
あん
fight?
たら仲間引き連れてきたと思ったら自分たちはビビって隠れてんの？
だとこのガキ。
自分たちがダサいことにね、お兄さん。
You are poking it, sir.
そういえば凛太郎くんの怪我大丈夫だった？
Yeah, you guys didn't know.
あれ知らないの？だっせーよ
He
な。
has a lot to tell.
そっか。
Is he secretly like a fantastic fighter?
もうとっとと片付けようぜ。二人ともごめん。
I'm really upset we did not see anything.
それよりもお友達大丈夫なの？
ああ、いや、むしろ相手が
Because they have that one dude.
もしもし、よりだ。
Yeah, you already did.
あ、凛太郎？そっちは大丈夫？全然平気。3人ともすっごい
Doing
元気だよ。
great. That means they didn't get
つ
touched.
か、俺もそっち行くわ。
いや、僕たちもう帰るから大丈夫だよ。明日スポタイだし、頑張ろうね。じゃあ。
Oh, it's tomorrow.
やっぱ大丈夫だったっぽい。つうか、派手にやったな。あやとマジで強いよな。
僕、平和主義者だから。
Of course. Of course he is.
でも、友達傷つけられたら話は別でしょ。ボロボロなとこ申し訳ないけど、少し聞いてくれる？凛太郎はダサくないよ。凛太郎は最高にかっこいい男だよ。もし忘れちゃった
This
時は
guy is a menace.
まあ、わかるでしょ。
Oh, we're just jumping into it. I thought the sports festival was going to be next episode. Oh.
チェンジ。いつまでもポンコツ引きずってんじゃねえぞ、剣。お前は佐々木と交代。2回戦に備えて休んどけ。はい、すいません。
Poor guy.
試合に集中できねえのもあいつらとまだ何も話せてねえからだよ。
Oh, you're going to get a chance right now. Hopefully. Oh, how much time we got? Okay, we got time.
もう
さっきはダメダメだったね、凛太郎。
昨日はありがとう。いいって方や。
桔梗の2人は無事に帰れた？
You could just say two girls. You don't have to just throw out the
いや
names.
ー、3人とも無事でよかったよ。後つけてて正解だった。つけてた。
Why did you say that?
さあ、俺とアヤトはここで。
Leave them alone.
ちょっと。ごめん。いや、俺の方こそごめん。悪くないって。夏沢が謝る方がおかしいだろ。は？なんでそう。すぐにこうやって責めるから ダメなんだよね。
It's true.
今から言うこと絶対聞き逃すなよ。
He won't bring it up again.
俺は昨日お前の言葉が嬉しかったよ。俺は翔平と隼人と凛太郎を心の底から信頼してる。
Cute. I say cute a lot during this, but I mean it's true.
だから何かあったら頼ってよ。あいつら大丈夫かな。ちゃんと話せてっかな。
Of course.
何
心配いらなかったね。だな。
泣いてねえよ。立ちくらみだよ。今山田が一塁にいるから。
Is Rintaro up to
もしか
bat?
したら頼むぞ。
Of course.
紬。
Well, now that he talked it out, he's gonna
大
smash
事な時
it.
に絶不調の紬かよ。凛太郎はやるときはやるやつだから。
Just infill fly. Guy in the back crying.
次勝って優勝してみんなでアイス食うぞ。おお。使っちゃう使っちゃう。お、カメラ係。俺天才かもしれない。どれどれ。若いってのはいいね。
Fantastic. What a fantastic episode. I think they did a lot of stuff in this episode. Like they brought the friends into the situation. Rintaro and Saku made up. We had to know a lot about his friend Yorita. And we're getting the sports festival. I think I said cute in this episode at least 4 times, give or take. It's just, this anime is just such a cute vibe. Maybe cute is not the right word for it, but definitely feel good. I think that a lot of the problems they have, they're not super dark or depressing and stuff like that. They're sort of a little bit lighter. They're still problems, of course, but then they also get resolved in such meaningful and feel good ways that the show just consistently makes you feel like it's a good time. And it's not just this episode. I think it's been a couple episodes of where I feel like I've just mischaracterized these people so much. And I think one of the cool things about it is, I think that's just one of the themes of the show, is that there is more than meets the eye. Don't judge a book by its cover. I think literally every character that we have, these 3 friends, Rintaro, Wagri, Subaru, they've all had outward, what's the right word? Expectations, walls, masks, whatever, to where their first impressions of the characters are completely different to what their personalities actually are. Oh, I say completely different. Not completely different, but somewhat different. For instance, Uzumi, right? Always been a hot-headed person. To me, when I first met him, he seemed like, I wouldn't say they're dunce, but he seems like the person that was always gung-ho, hot-headed. But because of that, he's kind of the person that doesn't pick up on things easily. So he needs things to be explained to him. And the fact that he's been so aggressive on the idea of the people from Kyoto led me to believe that he would be, or at least harder for Rintaro to tell them about his relationship with Wagari. But in essence, Uzumi doesn't care if they're from Kyoko or not. Or sorry, Kikyo. My bad. His idea of having a girlfriend just trumps over everything else. And the fact that all instances of the conversation between these 3 friends, it's always Uzumi that points out that something is up with Rintaro, which is crazy to think, because I thought he was going to be the last person. I do think all 3 of them knew something was up with Rintaro, but Uzumi, being the outspoken one of the group, is always the one to bring it up, which is good. You need someone in the friend group to do that. Natsuzawa also surprised me in this episode, because every time we've seen him, he's been this cool, calm, collected individual who, I wouldn't say he seems like he hates everyone, but he definitely has that lower demeanor, I guess. I think the one thing we've seen throughout is the fact that he cares. I think he was the one that, maybe to me, I don't know if to you guys, but showed that he cared the most, especially when they were in the whole karaoke thing. The show definitely focused on him looking at Rintaro, noticing that something was up. But anyways, the fact that they're in this cafe and Natsuzawa's like freaking out over this shows to me that there's another side of him that we have not seen. And the fact that he is calm, cool, collected, could just be a mask for his nervousness that he has. And then we have Yorita. What a welcome surprise. He's the type of person of where the show has to make him a pacifist as a way to nerf this guy. He is the Yoda of this series. And honestly, the fact that he knows how to fight probably has improved his character tenfold. Just the fact, I think it's the fact that it is such a contrast to how he is or how we've seen him throughout the series, that it is a welcome contrast, because the stuff that we've seen him in has been kind of, I won't say bland, but he seemed like just a supportive friend. And that's cool, but he was very consistent, very steady. There was no highs, lows. There's no edge, which is fine, which is great for a friend. But I don't know if I'm explaining it right. But at the very least, the fact that he knows how to fight and he has this sort of Hyde personality has added texture to his personality. In fact, that he could just turn around and act super nice after destroying them, but puts me into a sense of, oh, he's a little crazy. And that's fantastic. I love it when people are crazy. I think that's what has made me like him more. It's the fact that, oh, he's not a normal person. He's just crazy. Fantastic. May I ask what this lingering stare was about, right? Between Sakura and Saku. Are they going to be a thing? Because I hate to just like jump the gun, but at the very least, I feel like they would become, out of the two groups, they would become the I want to say the best of friends, but they would be the closest out of the two friend groups, besides Wagari and Rintaro. Because I think how they feel about their specific friend, right? How Saku feels for Rintaro is, I want to say equal, but close to the way Sakura cares for Wagari. We haven't gotten Saku's past, but from the hints that we've seen, or the little pieces that we've seen, it seems as though Natsuzawa was in a dark place or in a certain place, and his friendship with Rintaro kind of pulled him out of it. So at the very least, I think Natsuzawa and Subaru can relate the most out of the group. And I love it when characters can overhear compliments towards themselves. This happened, I think, episode 2, right? When Wagari was talking to those two thugs and saying how good Rintaro was. It is, to me, it's a great way to show a character what another character feels about them without that said character questioning whether or not it's true. Because if a character's face to face with another person and says, "Oh, you're great," the person that's receiving the compliment will just think, "Oh, they're just saying that because they want me to feel good," right? You could sort of persuade yourself into thinking that they're not truly meaning what they say. But if you're overhearing a conversation between two people and you're the topic, you know they technically don't have to say nice things about you. So in your mind, they're not restricted to saying how they truly feel. So if they say something nice, then you're like, oh, that's truly how they feel about me. And I bet that's how these friends feel, in which they probably felt that Rintaro cared for them, but that was never really put into words until this moment. I want to doubt that they feel some sort of way that Rintaro feels so much trust towards those friends, and then they're over here stalking him because they're trying to figure out what's going on. So they're probably like, shoot, maybe if we just waited a little bit, he would have told us. But luckily they did, because they saved him the fight. And lastly, the sports festival. I don't know if we're going to get any more of the sports festival, because the only reason why we saw the sports festival in this episode was to show that Rintaro was in a slump because he hasn't told his friends. So the fact that that sort of conflict is resolved, I don't know if there's any other reason to have the sports festival in the show other than the fact that they'll win, but they could just not show that and mention it in a conversation. So unless there is another conflict that comes up from the sports festival, I doubt we'll see that again. But I am looking forward to Subaru meeting the friends so that she can apologize and finally talk to them without all of those walls up, so that they can see the true Subaru. So they'll notice that she's nice, compliment her that she is nice, and she has more examples to truly feel like, oh, she's a nice person. But anyways, that was my reaction to the Fragrant Flower Blooms with Diggity, episode 7. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.